The COVID-19 outbreak is changing the way pet rescue groups foster and adopt dogs and cats.
We recently Skyped with Kerry D'Amato. She's the executive director of Pet Haven to find out how they're adapting to all of these changes.
Thanks so much for joining us, Kerry. Tell us how COVID-19 has been impacting Pet Haven.
Oh, well, it's really interesting. You know, when COVID-19 first came on, we were really worried about how it would affect rescue. Would our adoptions drop? Would our support drop too? And what we found was that there has been a real silver lining with the COVID in animal rescue. People have stepped up like you wouldn't believe. Our adoptions have skyrocketed. We've had over 300 applications to foster animals. COVID-19 brought awareness to animal welfare in Minnesota that is just, it's been wonderful. It's been really well received. So we've seen a lot of great changes. We have moved to a virtual operation, which has actually helped us streamline our adoptions and our foster onboarding process. Woo! This is Goose. She's getting a little crazy with me. I think I'm gonna have to let her go.
Whoa! She was not happy with that situation. You all right?
You okay?
Well,
You know.
yeah, that's cats for you.
That's right. That's right. That cat is like, hey, talk to my agent before you start holding me up in front of the TV.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
My contract's up.
You guys did bring in a number of cats, though, during this, right, from a shelter partner?
We did. One of our shelter partners on the border of Minnesota and Iowa, a rural shelter that was really struggling during this crisis, needed help. And we were able to go down there and we brought in 45 cats. And the relief that we gave to this shelter was amazing. As the cats were being transported up, the shelter employees were crying tears of happiness knowing that these little critters are going to find great homes up here in the Twin Cities.
Kerry, you mentioned the virtual visits there. What else has changed about the adoption process?
Yeah, so what we've done, you know, we do home visits at Pet Haven, and those home visits have obviously in the past been physical home visits, but now they can't be. They have to be virtual. And so what's that done for us is it's allowed us to do more home visits. We've been able to see more people, and people are actually inviting us into more of their house than they were before. It's been very successful, and our adoption processes have gone much quicker, and we have been able to adopt out a lot more animals quickly than we had in the past. It's been really nice.
How does the virtual home visit work? Do they show you around the house like on a cell phone camera or something?
So yeah, so what we do is we start it outside, so we make sure that we see their address and we know that this is the place. And then they bring us inside and they use their, iPhone for FaceTime or their computer, and they take us on a tour of their house.
Cool.
And then we sit down and have an interview with them and ask them to, if we need to see certain places of their house, do they have a room where they can section off for slow introductions with a door to keep animals separated and things like that.
Kerry,
so it's been going really well.
Great. Kerry, we recently had Pongo on our show here on Mid Morning. Can you give us a little update? He found his forever home, but how's he doing?
Oh, he is doing amazing. And Pongo was one of our longest residents. He was with us for almost a year. And Pongo's adopters had been thinking about adopting, but when COVID came up, they thought this is the time to do this. And they started looking and they found Pongo. And we are just so thrilled. It couldn't have been a more perfect family. Cool. He has blended right in. They have a dog, so he has a little brother, which is awesome. And he had been with us so long, we were kind of losing a little bit of hope. And this crisis has brought people to our website who have been thinking about adoptions in the past, but not acting on it. And it's been really wonderful.
Very good. Right. Kerry, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Pet Haven still has the need for donations, both food and monetary. You can go to WCCO.com/links. if you would like to help out. And just so everybody knows, we did check in with Kerry after the interview. She's doing just fine, even though that Kitty maybe just didn't want to be in the shop there.
It happens. You know, especially when you're in the pet fostering line of work.
Yeah, but she's a champ, that Kerry, and all the good work that they're doing over there at Pet Haven.